coming hot. I see how it is.
Welcome in
Play
to the Exillian Expanse episode 30. Yes, that's right. We are the big
Oh,
3-0. It's been going a while.
Woo.
Woo! We open. No, I'm kidding. Our recap for this week I almost said your name, but your name is Blue. For Bellini, who wasn't here, was that you had been attacked in the keep by a bunch of Cambions that came out of the mirror after you'd looked to investigate them. With all of that coming to a close and a sort of cliffhanger that you as a party didn't get to see, but Bones, who is Loreo's de facto brother, was killed as he tried to follow someone in Obscurum. The next session, we sort of picked up with the party getting a notification from Lady Valcorin, the leader of Obscurum, that the mirror had to be returned to the Directorate at the Veilgate Bastion, despite everything that had happened. It was too dangerous to remain where it was, and they had essentially political influence enough to force that upon her. She did, however, manage one concession, which was that an Obscurum escort would be allowed to follow the mirror, ensuring that it didn't fall into Sabzathul's hands, and it made its way to the Veilgate Bastion to the north of Sabzathul, where it borders Kaloria. So you guys packed up, made your way to the docks where Bellini's contacts guided you through different channels to a ship called the Far Lantern. It was pretty sleek and slim and looked like it'd been made for speed, essentially. You guys boarded that ship, and after a couple of days' travel, you were come upon by a small shipwreck that was actually a setup for these creatures of the deep to attack you. No one died, although it got very close as an abomination from the deep tried to drag Lorea down with it, and thankfully Ku and Geo working together managed to pick her up and bring her back onto the ship. After a few days of travel, the Fire Lantern made its port at Caldrin, which was a shanty settlement built haphazardly into a cliff. You guys learned a little bit about the port, but you came for one reason, which was to allow the crew to sell off some of their supplies, resupply, and rest, before moving on to Ysilbra Point, which is where the mirror had to be transported to. However, the moment the gangplank hit the woods, you guys learned that the man who had arranged the off-canting of some less than conspicuous items was a fence who had gone missing, and that you guys would have to spend an extra day in the port. With that news, you went on a little exploration mission, and Geo decided to just walk onto the ship of that had come from Sabzathul with all very purple covered crew members, and essentially just intimidate them into giving him a barrel of spice. Whilst he was doing that, Ku took the initiative to, almost like a shadow, crawl up the other side of the Violet Skew, the ship, and have a little nosy on around in their hold, where he found an array of different things, including some vials containing some powders, a crossbow that looked like it'd been improved upon so that you wouldn't have to reload it. It looked like it had 6 shots. Essentially an automatic reload, as well as different shards of the same material that created the lens, this mirrored glass. He took some of that and swiftly made his exit off the ship, and you guys retired to the tavern. We now pick up at night, as hours before the Far Lantern arrived in port, there's a low fog rolling in. Oh my god, I've got hiccups. As a lone figure...
She's not here.
That's funny. Moved through the docks. He's got his hood low, boots soft. You see him pause as he almost steps on one of the boards and makes a small alteration as if that one might creak. You see him check behind him once and twice as he clutches a tightly wrapped ledger to his chest, breathing quite fast. And ahead, tucked between stacks of tar-lacquered crates, a small lantern, dim green tinted, as he steps towards it. A voice drifts in from the shadows. You know, you weren't meant to look inside. And you watch the man freeze. A second figure steps out, tall shape with sleeves rolled, wiping off portions of his dusty hands. As a third presence shifts unseen behind the man, a scuffle of boots, a soft choke, a ledger falling into the dirt. He watches the Green Lantern snuffs out. We cut to the morning, as gulls scream overhead, the Far Lantern nudging gently in the harbour. There's a low black cloud on the horizon. He watches the first mate, Sarah, sort of eyeing it. What has the party been up to the night before? Knowing that you had a little time to kill, essentially.
Did they tell me about the cool stuff they found?
Well, you were there for some of it, yeah.
Oh, cool. Can I pester Pooh about the gun he found?
The multi-shot crossbow, yeah.
Oh, it's a crossbow. I thought it was a
crossbow.
pepper box. My bad.
No, it's a crossbow.
Nope, I don't care then. I don't care. I thought it was a pepper box.
Not yet.
Goddamn goblins haven't built their shit, so it's hitting the stores. Goddamn tariffs.
I know there's a lady working very hard on that. I'll probably pester Bellini for some dice games or something because she's bored.
Yeah, I pull out my 3 dragon anti-set and I cheat and win. I'm very good at this game. How do you think I became noble adjacent?
Yeah, fair. That is true.
I mean, we can roll for it. I'll kick your ass.
I'll just feed Moro some nuts and berries. And have
Listen, I got a 16 plus 1, 17. Eat shit.
You won.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to mention it. It's awful.
Yikes.
You absolutely won. Loretta has a really bad poker face despite being very manipulative. Like when she's trying to win in gambling, she's just not. No, it's not working.
I explained the concept of skee ball to you for the upteenth time. I pull out a little miniature skee ball set, and I go, "Okay, wait, shit, we're on a boat. This doesn't work."
Play this, even though this is your whole thing. I feel bad now. We should attach a skee ball room to the Bastion, really.
Listen, I'm gonna build a casino in our Bastion.
Oh,
don't you worry.
Look at a casino owner and a brothel owner. This is like a match made in heaven.
Wait, we run a brothel out of our Bastion?
Not we.
I do.
When did this happen?
Like, some springs and got some ladies of the night off the streets. That was my most important motivation for it. I'm not very involved. I let other people run it, but yes.
I also think Isn't it also not in our bastion, but just in nearby our bastion?
It's in Obscurum. Yes, in the city.
Huh. Gotcha. Bleedy's just like, is this what happens? Is this what other people do?
I can't believe I didn't tell you about this. I do realize I was a little bit busy during that time. I feel like I've neglected you boys in that period. So
You mean I could have come out of stripper retirement? Is there a poll?
I'm sure we can arrange a poll. They're very fine girls if you ever want to peruse.
Uh,
Or I'm sure
if
we
they're
have some
into
men as
turtles,
well.
cool. But like, listen, I know I'm objectively hot for a turtle if you're into turtles, and I get it. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but if I am,
I
and
mean,
just
our
shoot
madam is
fingers-
great. I'm sure she can hook you up with whoever you want.
shoots the finger guns. It's just like vague about it. Well, I'm glad people are getting paid for the work they do, and honestly, it's a better situation.
I'm happy they're off the streets.
I will probably, Bleedy contemplates telling Varduccio about this. And he's like, listen, if you want like a higher quality place of business, but also does not want to subject. No, Bleedy loves his family. This is mean. He does love Varduccio.
Are you
You don't
thinking
want
out
him to find
loud?
about cinnamon yet?
No, we're not gonna tell Verduccio about this one. But if you do need, listen, if any trouble comes up, I'm sure your ladies can handle it, but also Varduccio can break kneecaps.
Keep it in mind. It's always useful to have a kneecap breaker around. I mean, we
Or
have our own.
whatever the big
I just
beefy
break
makes
shoulders.
portals and portals.
That's true. Oh, did he tell you that, Bellini? Well, you have to tell him about your arm wrestling match.
Yep. Did you? You know what? Fair enough.
So that ship that voice in our heads was telling us about, when you were
Wait,
asleep.
the voice in your head or the voice in? Did we all hear this voice?
I'm pretty sure we all heard the voice, but yeah. While Kua's searching around, I challenged one of the people to an arm wrestling match, and he's supposed to be the strongest. Broke his shoulder.
Nice. I'm proud of you. Fuck those assholes. And not in the
And
good
now
way.
I have this barrel of spice that I'm sitting on, and I like tap the barrel that's underneath me.
Is spice drugs or is it spices?
This one was actual spices.
Okay, cool. Cool. We're not okay, so Ku is not Ku. Gio is not Lisan al Gaib now?
No. No.
Okay. Damn.
I mean, he might be. I don't know.
Maybe. That's true. He is cursed.
Yeah,
Uh
but I did fall asleep in the water on our way here, though. That was fun.
Oh, yeah. He was a little hippo boat. Buoy,
Yep.
more maybe.
turtle hibernation. Called. Hold on. I brewmate one time, and you all have fun without me. I see how it is.
Well, you need your beauty sleep. You can't be the objective hot turtle without your beauty sleep.
This is also true. Yeah, cool.
So gambling and banter, I think,
Yeah.
is what we're up to.
Also out of game real quick. Are we still level 6 or are we 7?
You are currently
Still
still
level
level
6.
6.
Cool. Was not sure. Wasn't sure if after shenanigans had occurred.
Also, don't forget to add 25 gold to your character sheet.
Oh yeah. I'm
Buddy.
less broke. I spent so much money and now I'm back up to having money again. because we just keep stealing it from people. It works out.
Yeah.
We're objectively good people.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Objectively, I did not say lawful chaotic.
Well, I
Yeah.
did have to assure our quartermaster that I am definitely not some evil being, but yes, we are good.
That's true. Yeah, how do they feel about Eth just running around in Sackdoll form?
Not sure they
Like
have
tucked away in your
time.
shell.
Yeah, he they don't know about him yet.
Okay, cool. Time to look at what other haunted dolls I have as well.
The
I think
hippo.
you've got one that talks, don't you?
Yeah, that's back at the keep though.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah. It does just wander through the halls at night though. I don't know why it does that.
When we get back, we have no staff anymore because that doll's there, and everyone just ran.
Yeah.
No. It only
To
says
be
I
fair,
love
they work
you.
for us. They must be used to other things.
Yeah. Listen, there's the talking doll. There's the stuffed monkey that we got. There's some carnival prizes. I do have just 3 bombs on my character sheet. So I might stuff one in a teddy bear, you know. Have just drop it from the sky. Oh yeah. Cool.
Okay. What about Ku? What have you been up to last night and this morning?
I mean, nothing really that different from the others. Just catching folks up on what I found in the ship.
Cool.
Can I stitch one of these bombs into a stuffed animal?
You can certainly try.
Cool. I do that. Add note.
Teddy bear bomb.
One of the bombs is in a stuffed bear. Stuffed turtle.
Can you make a sleight of hand check for me, please?
Yeah. That's a 14 plus 1, 15.
Okay.
Not sure I like the sound of that. Okay.
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 Listen, that's pretty good.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, I definitely
just-
don't like that.
Putting a hand grenade in a stuffed animal. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just picturing one of those 60s Batman bombs, you know.
Oh yeah, it's
Big
100% that. Just in the head of a in the body of a stuffed turtle. Come on. The shell provides extra padding. You know, Eth will just rain it from the sky. He can fly.
Just let me know before you arm the bomb.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, Eth will be the one to light it, so.
I look over at Eth and I was like, give me a thumbs up.
He doesn't have thumbs. He just kind of has.
Stumps.
Yeah.
Give me-
He just kind of goes. I was like, oh, I should give you thumbs. They're like painted on his hand. Stuffed animal F doesn't have thumbs. Regular F does.
Interesting. I love that there's a distinction between the two.
Yeah, he bursts into flames and gets a little bit bigger.
Flame thumbs.
I know his like on stream, like in Tailspire model is a fire elemental. But in all reality, he's just a tiny stuffed animal version of Bellini. and has a matching shift weave that does match all of Bellini's outfits.
I forgot about that.
And a hat.
Yeah,
He has
and
a
a
hat.
hat. And the
Yes.
hat. Bellini also has a hat.
Exactly.
Unlike in my character portrait on stream. I also have a mustache.
I still need to
Unlike-
draw you.
Unlike
I will
my
get to it.
character portrait.
I need to draw you guys.
I went old timey James Bond villain. Think Odd Job, but Western.
That's so funny that you went villain because we're a super good party. We're not a villain.
Super
That's
good. Super
interesting inspiration.
good.
Yeah. Well, in like outfit, I was like, it's like kind of Western, kind of odd jobby. Bowler hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. You guys have woken up that morning. Performed whatever tasks you usually have to. Do you think you would have bought a room in the tavern, or do you think you would have just slept on the ship?
Ship for Lorraine at least.
Yeah, I would have slept on the ship.
Ship.
Yeah, you just... Whenever you guys sort of rouse from your slumber, you're feeling that gentle rocking of the ocean.
I vomit halfway through the night.
I thought you just don't get seasick.
I don't know. I just want to be a loser on board. It's too funny.
It's only when there's not intense moments of action does she get seasick.
And yeah, you all walk up onto the deck of the ship. The captain is nowhere to be seen. The first mate, Sarah, is sort of sitting with her legs dangling off the side, and a good portion of the crew are also not present. And you have free reign to explore the town, or the ship, or whatever you might want to get up to.
How long till we leave this town?
You still have another day. So you were meant to leave this morning.
And why were we delayed?
Sarah, who is the first mate, said that the fence merchant that they were going to offload some of their supplies to has gone missing.
Did the captain go to look? I look at Sarah. Did the captain go to look for? And I wink the merchant. Is this one of my uncle's boats?
No, but they do business with the Lucky Shell.
Oh, cool. I was like, so the merchant, wink. Did the captain go to look for them, or do we need to go find them?
We're looking into alternative solutions at the moment. This thing happens quite a lot. He's probably drunk, or I don't know.
Gotcha. Do you know what shop he's at? I might be able to speed this up. Or what shop is his?
Bellini, it's not a shop. It's a they leave stuff and then it gets picked up sort of deal.
Gotcha. I don't know. I'm just twiddling my thumbs.
Well, we can definitely try and assist, perhaps, in the speeding up of the process. Do you have any idea where he was last seen or where he hangs out? What's their name?
Harrow, apparently.
You cut out a little bit for me. Harrow? Marrow?
Harrow.
Arrow.
Arrow.
AAROW or HARROW?
HARROW.
Do you know what his place of residence is?
No. He's... he tends to move around a lot. We just knew that he would be in this port. My guess would be maybe a tavern, or you could talk to some of the actual merchants. They often offload some of their stuff through him.
Do that. Let's see if we can get this fence, merchant, located. Look over it to the
That works
group
for
and
me.
suggest, to
I gotta
go ahead and. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I gotta sell this barrel. So
Yeah. Right. Let's look at some merchants. Let's see if they know this arrow figure.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Lead the way.
I'll try and scan the docks to see if I can find any merchant types. Is there like a merchant? What do you call it? Like an office, I suppose, or a merchant building or headquarters or whatever you would call it. Warehouse.
So there is a bunch of warehouses near the docks. There is all of the market stalls that you saw in sort of the thoroughfare, and then there's a couple more that you saw on your way because you took forever to get to the tavern. You've seen some buildings around that look very mercantile, you would guess. Like I said before, the whole city or town is essentially just shipwrecks that have been repurposed into buildings.
I'll just go into the nearest mercantile building, because I would have no other pointer as to which one I'd need. And see if I can speak to someone.
Sure. Make me a perception or investigation, please.
14.
Okay. What sort of shop do you think she would be inclined to seek out first?
I'm looking not necessarily for a shop, but more like something where they register things, I suppose, like ships going in and out of port. Perhaps they're registering or logging goods that are being transferred and sold, and like something that holds ledgers, essentially. I don't know if that's a centralized thing in this town or if there are different companies that track their own things. I'm just looking for something like that. So something office-like, really.
Can I point her to the quartermaster I spoke with? Because that's
Yeah.
essentially what she's looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you, as Lorraine is like looking around, Ku, you spot the guy you spoke to slips into one of the very few stone buildings in the town. It's quite squat and rectangular. It's got very purposely set up windows. You would guess that maybe this is some sort of official, if the town had one, registry. And as you walk in, you see a woman. She's about late 30s. She's got her hair tied up and sort of a very slate-coloured coat, and is just scribing away with a long quill.
Hi, good morning. I was wondering if I could inquire about some things.
Purpose of your inquiry?
We had an appointment with a merchant who is stationed here, Arrow, but he was a no-show. I was wondering if you had any idea where we might be able to find him.
Sort of like looks up, her eyes narrow at you. State your ship and your business.
The Far Lantern. We are transporting goods. We are guards in this case.
You see she writes down Pretty much everything you've said. She like nods. Who directed you to inquire about the name? Harrow Olswick was not scheduled to processing any incoming manifests this week.
Well, maybe you picked up an extra shift. I don't know the guy. So, would you be able to tell us where we might find him? Or are we just going to discuss his schedule?
That individual has undergone rectification. His responsibilities have been redistributed elsewhere.
Must have gotten outdated information on him. I'm very sorry to hear that. I would still like to meet him because it does worry me that he is a no-show. I was told he was very punctual.
I'm afraid he tended towards a bit of the drink. I would recommend that you minimize any further inquiries about administrative personnel. The fisherman gossip complicates paperwork.
Right. Yes, I'm very, very concerned about your paperwork. I'll still inquire, though, because I do really want to see him. Could you at least point me in the direction of where he holds up?
Make me a persuasion check.
Stake.
What was the roll, sorry?
11.
Okay. And if anyone wants to that isn't Lorea, can you make a perception check, please?
Yeah. I got, what is that, +6? I got a 22, but I think Ku beat me.
I got a nat 20 again.
So pissed off. I'm very happy for you. I want some of those.
I feel like you can only crit when it comes to fucking werewolf man.
Breaking Bad.
Oh, sorry, that's the clit. Sorry.
For Ku, because this was quite high DC, this is about 18. For Ku, you notice that as she's talking, every now and then she sort of like checks over her shoulder, and there's a way that she's dressed that's very reminiscent of something familiar. And as she sort of like clocks her eyes like backwards, you can see that standing in the far corner of the room is this sort of tall looking stone statue that has like glowing green eyes, and she's sort of like clocking back at this statue as she's talking. What is your passive insight, Ku? Do you know?
It is 18.
Jesus Christ. You don't need to roll for this. The prim and properness and the words she's using is so procedural and formal, and for a town that essentially doesn't have any policing, doesn't sort of make sense. And I'd say on an 18, there's something about the way that she's talking that gives you a very familiar tone to Varsol Dawn, who was the directorate agent that you spoke to. It's all It's all too proper. And as you're looking around, you can see, like, even in this stone building, like, mismatched fishing nets create a curtain. And she seems too proper for where she is currently sitting in.
Noted.
Bet you wish you could still mind Link now, don't you?
Eh.
But yeah, remind me what your last question was, Lauren.
If she could at least point me to where he might hole up.
See, she sort of like writes something down, moves over, checks a small stack of parchment. I'm afraid I don't have that information to hand.
All right. Well, you've been so helpful. We'll take our leave.
Have a lovely day.
I don't answer. She can fuck herself. Lorea is at a dead end. She doesn't know about the statue, so she's going to, tail between the legs, go out. And sort of wait in front of the door to recuperate with the boys.
The boys. What do the boys want to do?
What's this statue look like? What is it of?
It looks like it's it looks like essentially a statue of a monkey with its hands together. I'm trying to think of a monkey that I can, like a capuchin, just a capuchin with his hands together, but it has glowing emerald eyes.
Okay. Clocking that, I walk out.
Sure.
Well, it seems my persuasiveness did not really help us any further. I did know bureaucracy is the biggest evil of the world, but it keeps foiling me. Shall we just head to the tavern to see if people know him?
That was not so much bureaucracy as... I get the feeling we weren't going to get much out of her anyway. Yes, I suggest we head to the tavern.
What do you mean by that, by the way? What's...
The way she spoke was very reminiscent of the Directorate, and she was paying an awful lot of attention to that statue.
She's got some sort of fucked up golem or something then.
Who knows? It could be any number of things, but I don't think Harrow was well liked in this town.
Does anyone? Do you want to pick someone to make a Arcana check for me?
Not me.
Sounds like a job for Geo.
Yeah.
Or Magic Hippo, yeah.
Magic Hippo time.
10.
Oh.
Not that magic after all.
You know that it's magic. It has to be. I would say that. A 10 doesn't really give you a lot.
It's magic.
Another mystery solved by Geo.
Yeah, it is, yeah, that's the best I can say is you know it's magic, and the way she was acting, it definitely like as if it was observing something. But that's the best you can get away from it.
Yeah.
That fits Geo very well. It's magic and it watches us.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Mm-hmm. Reassuring.
Well, as long as it just watches and doesn't bash our heads in, I'll be fine. All right, well, tavern we go. We can always return to this very, very nice lady should we want to. Although I don't know why I would want to. She pisses me off.
You guys think she's nice?
No.
Be horribly sarcastic, my dear sweet hippo. I would bash her head in if I could, but that would be probably detrimental to our mission.
Do you want me to?
No. When the time
No.
comes, I'll definitely ask you though. You are number one on my list for bashing heads in, I assure you.
Okay. Gotta collect all the souls, so.
We got
That's
you.
a terrifying thing you just said. I'm choosing to ignore that. Let's get to the tavern.
So, question: is there only the one tavern in town, or are there taverns?
There's more than
Figure
one,
that
yeah.
out.
Yeah, there's two, I think. Let me just double check my notes.
I remember the gallows something. That's where I went to get drunk. And
Yes.
the second one I don't remember the name of.
The Net and Nail, I think. I can...
Is one like less reputable? Is there like a dive tavern between the two?
Yeah, which is a stinky tavern.
I'd probably say the Gallows. That would be the one that you guys kind of got drunk in last night.
Cool. We can go back there. I just wanted to make sure we were going somewhere where we could
Sketch?
probably get some information.
To the gallows!
Okay. Yeah, you guys walk back in into the tavern. It looks like there's a couple of sailors who are sort of getting on the drink already. A couple of people sitting there eating what seems to be some form of fried fish. And there's a sort of barrel-chested man at the bar. I'm just doing the typical cleaning absolutely nothing, because he has something to do.
I'll saunter over and try my luck again with my incredible warlock riz. Hi, can I get a drink for all of us? Do you want anything special? And I'll take our drinks order that.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question actually. We had an appointment with someone, but he didn't show, and I was kind of wondering. I mean, you might see a lot of people coming in and out if you had seen them, or would know who to ask about that.
You see, he stops, and then like looks at you, and then like up and down, and then looks around a little bit. I can't tell you where he is.
I didn't even mention his name.
Word spreads quick. Follow me. And he sort of gestures and sort of moves you to a corner booth opposite one of the windows. And sort of gathers everyone in.
I'm surprised. Word spreads quick. What did the word spread?
Just that a bunch of out-of-towners were asking questions.
We walked for 10 minutes. How fast are these legs running?
Well, you see off to the side, sort of collecting glasses, is like a sandy blonde, about 14-year-old boy. And as you're looking over, you sort of get a flash that he was outside the registry. Sort of looking your way, and then just goes back to collecting glasses again.
I beg your pardon, but what makes it so scandalous for us to ask about him? I mean, surely there are some other sketchy figures in this place. He can't be like the devil himself.
Yeah, but I mean, once you get the nod that you're not meant to mention someone's name, it's You learn very quickly not to say it.
I understand. What happens if you do?
Well, I mean, best course of action is you get a fine or you go missing for a couple of days. Worst, you never come back.
God, I hate bureaucracy.
Yeah.
And is that like the is there like an overseeing guard thingamajig or what? Who does that? Who keeps people in check?
No one really knows. I've seen a couple of people get accosted by some of Caldrin's men, and then another day it was Sylvester's over on the Turnspike Alley. It's always different people, but the money must have come from somewhere. They're being paid by someone.
Interesting. I see. Well, so we'll probably not be in luck to find our guy. I won't ask you to endanger yourself with that info. Where would I find a nice mansion? Say I'm looking to buy.
We don't really have
no.
sort of mansions around here. I suppose maybe higher up on the hill. There's some fancy houses up that way, but
Interesting. I'll consider it. It is a very charming town. Maybe I'll move. So your clientele, locals mostly, or do you get a lot of outsiders from the seas here as well?
well, passing traders are bread and honey.
Cool.
But yeah, you get the same old guys every now and then. He sort of points over, it's one very long bearded sailor's just slowly falling asleep already in the morning into his drink.
As is custom for a port
Yeah.
town. Well, must be a fun business. Thank you for this, for your trust. I assure you we are not looking for any trouble, just baffled that our contact is apparently really importantly bad. I can't really imagine what he could have possibly done. I really don't know who he is.
Looks around. Well, I don't know if it's anything he did. He just said he'd seen something.
Too.
Make me another persuasion, please.
Can I lean over and show my cleavage?
Absolutely. Roll with advantage.
Hell yeah. I need it. No! My cleavage is not doing the work. I've rolled a 5 and an 8.
Surprise, he's gay.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. He might be. I don't know.
God damn it!
5
I lost
and an
my
8
magic touch.
plus what? Or is it just a 5 and an 8?
I rolled a 2 and a 5 for a 5 and an 8.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
That hurts.
Oh,
This
my
investigating
titties.
is
No.
going really well.
Oh my god.
Can I
just
attempt to
bash some
persuade
skulls
him?
in?
Can Cinnamon make an attempt to persuade him?
You
I lean
can
over?
let me know what you're adding, and then she can roll again.
I lean forward and flash my turtle cleavage, but then I also put my hand on the table and I just slide 10 gold under it, and like place my hand on his hand and slowly just kind of shove the gold under his palm.
Oh, I love your face.
I have what is turtle cleavage? That's what I want to know.
Those sexy ribbings.
Yeah,
You know?
I do have the like bottom side of my shell. I undo.
Really?
I loosen my tie and I open a button.
Say what, Bellini, you can roll your persuasion. You will not get advantage because that's not sexy in the slightest.
Well, you're not a turtle or this man.
My 10
he's not
didn't
into
help sweeten the pot.
into the marine animal.
Oh my god, he's not into me. He's not into Bellini. What is he into?
Just fucking know.
Coo! Show him your tits.
Is he into my pantless hippo friend? I rolled a 2 plus 4 for 6.
This man 1,000% thinks you are trying to pay him for sex.
You see, yeah. To be fair, you like see him like look at the money and then look at you and just sort of like leaning down.
I just want information. This is not sexual. Sorry.
That's not helping.
We'll go. It's fine. Lock your doors. Thank you.
What? She owns a broth. What? And I just like turn and I go, I know I did bad, but this is like uncharacteristic poor performance from you. Are you okay?
I've been, oh god, I've been homesick for the first time in my life ever, and I feel like it's just affecting everything.
What? Why did you tell him to lock his doors?
Because
I was also curious about
the
it.
crazy rich people are gonna kill him.
Are we not? Wait, what? I'm not killing anybody.
We're not crazy rich people. He just told us that crazy
Well,
rich people kill people.
Hold on, pause. We own a castle.
Nobody
If
has to
we were-
know that.
You own a brothel.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Objectively, yes.
I'll turn
I
to the
feel
barman. It wasn't a threat. It was advice. Because she just told us
That's not
that,
helping.
You see, like
I-
he's just pale, white as a sheet, just like looking at this weird group.
Because you
We're
just
gonna
told us that
go.
sometimes people disappear. Just be safe.
We're gonna
alright?
go.
You should have said be safe, I guess.
Can
Yeah,
I just turn to look at it? It's like, who does the disappearing? Can I make them disappear? Would that be helpful?
Who has
the
now
world be
like
a safer
gotten up to
place?
leave and then had to sit back down like 4 times?
Gio's
Would the
just standing
world be a
behind you
safer
all,
place?
just like, what is going on?
We're in rare form today, Gio. Come on.
You guys are making less sense than I normally do.
Listen, not every day can be a good day. Sometimes the fortune teller tells you it's raining outside, so you don't have to water your crops. But fortune is bad.
I'll snap back because a light bulb just went off into my head, and I'll sort of reset my face, and I'll say thank you so much. Have a nice day, and I'll motion for everyone to leave. I'm like, let's go. And
Before I leave, I'm gonna ask for a barrel of alcohol.
I'm sorry, you want a barrel?
Yeah.
I guess it's 35 gold. You want the whole barrel?
Would what about if I trade you my barrel for that barrel, and I pick up the barrel of spice that I've been carrying around?
So he like lifts up the lid. Sure, yeah, all right. Takes that one.
I take the barrel of alcohol.
Yeah, you just got a big, I'd say maybe 3-gallon barrel of beer.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure your barrel of spice was worth more money than that barrel of beer.
It was, but what do I care about spice? I eat anything.
That's also true.
And I just start
No.
drinking.
I just gotta poke my head and go, sorry, it's a weird day today, and then walk away.
I'm fully out the door already.
You see, as you guys exit, both doors slam shut, and you hear like a as the bolts are like,
The deadbolts, the chains.
yeah, and then like you see the
Power
shutters on the
drill.
window just as he reaches out, shuts them.
I'll slip into like an alleyway, and I want to check our surroundings to see if people see us.
I just love how we all just looked at the camera. It was just like, yes, the hippo, the turtle, the former vampire, and the Asimar warlock do not draw attention at all times.
Yeah, sorry, what were you doing? You're looking to see.
Yes, I slipped into an alleyway, and I want to see if people are seeing us, or if we are obscured. I want to check my surroundings.
Make me a perception check.
13.
Not many people. You don't. If you the alleyway you choose, you sort of like slip in. You sort of wait anxiously to see if anyone walks past and like moves their head, but you don't see anyone.
All right, I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself and become the lady in the office.
Okay.
That's it. And I'll sort of like hush to the party. Stay close. Check everything. I mean, he's gonna catch on if I take, a hippo and a turtle with me. But stay close in case shit breaks out. I'm gonna try a different angle with a different type of charisma. Is that all right?
I can wild shape into something tiny and come with you.
Oh, that's perfect.
I'll just go get myself lost with this barrel. Come find me when you guys are done. I'm a little bit too obvious.
Yeah. Keep your hammer ready while you're drinking.
Oh yeah, no. All-Star doesn't leave my side anymore.
Yeah. All right. And I'll head over to the door again, and assuming it's closed, I'll knock on the door now, quite firmly. Polite but firm.
Mm-hmm. You hear the bolts unlock, the door sort of creaks open, his big head sort of. You see the eyes widen, and he opens both doors. My lady, of course, come in.
Will you please give us a little bit of privacy away from your clientele, your guests?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and he sort of leads you behind the bar and through a door. It opens into quite a large-looking kitchen. You see a young man is beginning to fillet some more fish, and he ushers him out that door and sort of closes it.
We have some concerns regarding some passing traders. They're quite, well, a hippo, a turtle, some lady, and I think there was a man there. Have you perhaps seen them?
Yes, they drank here last night, miss.
Just last night?
Yes?
Are you sure about that?
Make me an intimidation check with advantage.
16.
Okay. You see his face like paled again. Well, they came around not too long ago asking about Harrow.
And what did you tell them?
That I didn't know anything. That I couldn't direct them anywhere as we were instructed, miss.
Of course. And have you heard anything else?
Only what I told you, miss. 3 nights ago, came in extremely shaken. They mentioned seeing something amidst the new cargo holds, and he left early heading for the lighthouse. And that I saw 2 of the officials following after him.
Good. Now you'll remember our agreement. And make sure that these troublemakers do not gain this info.
Of course, miss.
I will take my leave. Lock your doors. And I'll leave. And I'll shift back to the alleyway, like...
I stay in
library.
that back room as a tiny spooter on the wall.
Nice.
Okay. You watch as the barkeep sort of is a little sweaty, grabs a nearby bottle, sort of swigs it, seems to try and calm himself down, puts the cork back in.
In the alleyway, I'll brief Ku, and if Geo is still there, Geo as well. Like, okay, there's something about a lighthouse, and there were officials. It was 3 days ago. I'm sure we can find a lighthouse. They're usually quite visible, I guess. I'll look at the horizon. Did we see a lighthouse?
Yeah, a little bit further up the side of the cliff, there is quite a large-looking tower building that you would guess maybe is a lighthouse.
Question. Can I start Charlotte's webbing words in on the wall? To this barkeep.
Make me a performance check, I guess.
Yeah. Cool. That's a 19 plus 4, 23.
Nice.
I would say it would take you about an hour to write out a sentence.
Hello.
And yes, I googled that.
Wild shape. Hold on, this wild shape. Let's summon wildfire. Hold on.
In the meantime, I'm just in the alleyway. Where's Pelini? I'll just start looking for spiders.
Yeah, it lasts for 3 hours before reverting back to my normal shape.
Okay. What do you want to write in this web?
Where do they take betrayers?
That's what you want to write in...
Or no, where does she? I write, where does she take people?
Unfortunately, as you sort of finish making this sentence, you notice that he has not seen what's going on as you're making this on the wall, and is busy. He's exited the back room and he's busy sort of arranging things for the next day.
Fine. I spider climb into the room. I bite him, and then I run into the back room. And I make an arrow pointing at the thing. This could only go badly or great.
Kill spider, and you instantly transform back into a turtle.
Well, I'm on the ceiling, so let's see if he spots me.
Yeah, he's like, ah! And then looks for the spider, follows it, looks up onto the wall. And as he finishes reading, just bursts into tears.
I just stare at him as he cries. I write out, answer me. I have another hour. That's a shorter sentence.
I'd say from the hysteria in this man, he wouldn't know the answer to that question.
I crawl out the window and leave.
Meanwhile, for the last hour, what have you guys been up to?
Geo got lost.
Classic.
Okay, you're muted.
Vaughn, you're muted.
Yeah, I would have fully left. I would not be waiting an hour for.
But we need to get up to shenanigans.
Me and Morrow are actively looking for every spider and trying to talk to them.
How many does Morrow eat?
Sure, if Morrow eats spiders. I don't know if ravens like spiders. I'm sure they do. Do
4.
ravens eat spiders? 4.
Yeah.
Yes, ravens absolutely eat spiders. Okay, clear as day.
Can I, while walking around, like keep an eye out for thieves' cant or anything?
Yes, absolutely. Make me a perception check as you're roaming around.
Uh, 17.
Yeah, I'd say you see, every now and then maybe a symbol for safe haven, things like that. You see a couple of indications of where you might sell some stolen jewelry, or if you need to offload any hot items. That's quite a high roll. I'd say in one of them you see some graffiti along sort of an alley wall that at first you'd think is just some sort of painted rambling, and then as you look at it you can see thieves' cant in the symbols. One of them says watchers above, and then another one says meet at the tower.
I'll be marking all of that, like taking a mental note of all of that, especially the places you can fence stuff, and the note to meet at the tower. And then eventually I will just make my way back to the ship and wait for the others to meander back from whatever bullshit they're causing.
What? I would never.
Just a monster, you know. It is what it is. Bellini's on a rare one today.
How long until Morrow finds Spider Bellini?
That's a good question. Let me find out.
Can I shoot web at Morrow and hitch a ride? Can I lasso my way on and then make a little set of reins out of web and ride Morrow to Larea?
God, I hope you don't turn into Bellini halfway on that flight.
I would say that Morrow is very, like, as soon as Bellini leaves the tavern, very quickly sort of head switched on. He rolled a natural 20. So immediately knows where Bellini is. I would say, to your question, no, because you see he begins in flight, and Larea, you watch him as he begins to, like, slowly circle, ever so slightly. And you get the feeling that if you leave him to it, he will eat the spider.
I'll immediately telepathically, like, good job, thank you, my dear, and sort of, reel him in. And I'll go over to the spider and talk to the wrong spider first, and then realize the other spider, and say, "Did you find anything out?"
I like give her. I like stand up on 4 legs and I give her 4 thumbs up. And then I lasso my way onto her and I go.
I'll scoop him up and I'll sort of put him in my hair.
And then I ratatouille my way back to. I fully do not change out of a spider until the 3 hours are up.
Perfect. I'll
maybe not the full 3 hours, but until we're back with the whole group.
Yeah, I'll take Bellini to the spider in my hair and walk with Morrow on my shoulder and consistently tell him not to eat Bellini and walk to the ship. God,
Okay.
guys, this is D&D. Am I right?
Ku, you get there first, and you sort of, as you approach towards the ships, you can see that low fog is rolling in again. And as you walk up the boardwalk, there are crew members gathered all around the gangplank railing. Sarah is standing on the deck with her arms crossed, and an array of different crates have been dragged out onto the pier with like small red ribbons tied to the top. There is a sort of very tall looking, not very tall, he's about like 5'7", man in like a long grey slate coat, and is currently holding a load of documents on what looks to be like a portable lectern. And there's 2 guards, you would guess. There's 2 armed people standing next to him.
You're muted.
Not there yet. Fuck, I was gonna bite him while I was a spider still.
I'll take note of that and lean up against the railing of near the gangplank myself just to watch.
Okay. Yeah, you watch as Sarah sort of makes her way down the gangplank, just begins shouting at this official. So you see a lot of raised arms, and then like her head in her hands, as like another crate is carried off of the ship.
Do I recognize what these crates are?
You do see some of them that you recognize, which a lot of them were like material. It was a lot of like silks and linens. Some of it you don't remember seeing in the hold, so you would guess maybe that is the contraband that they were meant to be smuggling. You don't see the crate that you would have your eye out for, that hasn't left the ship yet. But yeah, so some of them you do recognize, some of them definitely contraband.
I will. I'm not gonna pop anything off on my own. So I will. I'll just keep an eye on everything. Try to make a note of the crates they are seemingly confiscating. Try to keep an eye on where those are going.
Sure. And then very soon you feel the thudding footsteps of a giant hippo and his companions. And that you guys see the same sort of incident playing out.
Oh, still a spider. I go bite that man. And then I crawl through the floorboards of the deck of the pier, and then skitter back towards Lorea and sneakily make my way back up.
Okay, can you make me a dexterity save as a spider,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah. Hold on. What's my spider dexterity? Ah, that's really good. Okay, hold on. Oh, get fucked. That's a 19 plus 2. 21.
Okay.
Well, the DC was actually 40, so unfortunately.
I'm a tiny spider. I bit this man.
Yes.
Yeah, and if
you
a spider bit me, I'd smack it.
Yes. You did bite him. You do have a take. Where's my d6? 5 points of bludgeoning damage as a hand sort of like smacks down, and you fall off of his coat, land on all of your feet, and then begin like skittering your way back.
I have 1 spider hit point left.
So you're saying if I
and then
rolled a 6, a turtle would have just suddenly appeared?
Yes.
This man's with some part of this man's body in his mouth. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Where did you bite him? A lady never tells.
Ask Bubba. And then I quickly skitter under the pier and then skitter to safety.
Okay.
I'll walk up to Sarah and ask her what's going on.
Yeah, you sort of brush past the official-looking people. They don't really stop you. They just sort of give you a look, and as you make your way over to Sarah, she's like, "Oh, took you long enough. We've got a problem. These cunts." Yes, I used the C word. And the official sort of like narrows his eyes, glaring at her. They slapped a hold on every single item we brought in, even like the rope and the ballast sacks, and they're trying to keep us in the port.
Excuse?
Huh?
I mean,
what's their excuse?
Well, apparently our manifests aren't properly aligned, and guess who was meant to sign off on them? He's not here.
I'll walk up to the whatever official it is and demand all the paperwork that they have.
Sure. Yeah, you there's not a lot of it. He hands you a slip that's like a mandated cargo hold. It says Directorate 11C or something fancy. It looks like they do have the power to stop them from leaving the port.
Does it also look like they are able to confiscate things, or just that they can put a hold on it?
From those papers, it looks like they can put a hold on it, and if the ship doesn't produce the documents that they require, then they can confiscate it afterwards. I would say, as you're sort of like thumbing through some of the paperwork, because you made a note to procure some of the notes from somewhere else. Once again, the way the layout, the way it's written, there's something away about the organization of bureaucracy that always seems very similar, and you can't quite get away from things like that. This is like very similar to the Directorate and how they organize things. Like, they always put the stamp at the bottom right, and they always put the signature on the bottom left, and it's always segmented in a certain way. And because you have those old papers, you're like thumbing through them, like, yeah, it says different names under it, and it's like Port Authority or whatever, but it's definitely the same layout.
I will make sure that they aren't actually confiscating anything and aren't, like, nothing is leaving the ship.
Yeah. As you sort of wander around, you double check down in the hold for the Fire Lantern, and sort of standing with like one leg sort of sitting with like one leg sort of dangling on the crate that has the lens in it, is the quartermaster, sort of the very wide, broad shoulders, and you can see like two quite hulking presences. They look quite muscular, and they're wearing slate grey coats, are sort of staring at him, and he's very casually stopping them from taking this crate and just sitting there. And you make your way back around. They don't seem to have taken anything, but they have removed things from the ship and put them on the pier. Anyone else?
Yeah, I need that dude to make a Constitution saving throw that I bit.
He's an NPC, so con +1. 19?
Oh yeah, that passes.
Damn.
He does not take poison damage.
That's funny. I love that you checked that. That's good.
Well, he took a single point of damage from my bite.
Got it.
And now he's mildly itchy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna like skitter around the corner and turn back into a turtle because I'm approaching my time limit and I have one spider hit point left. And then I'm just gonna walk around the corner and very loudly I go, what are these assholes up to? And then I walk onto the ship towards the rest of my crew.
Yeah, very able to do that.
Yeah. I lean over to Lorraine. I go, do you think, how good's Morrow's aim? Do you think he can poop on this inspector man from the sky?
I think my precious little bird is much too intelligent and sentient to be a poop drone.
I mean, but it'd be really funny.
Yes, but with the way we both have been seducing people into giving us info, maybe we shouldn't do stuff like that. We're off our game.
That's
Give
also
F a
true.
bomb.
Yeah, but that's not for today.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'll say, you know what? I shouldn't talk myself down like that. I'm gonna try again, and I'll look for the most important looking person.
It's the dude I bit.
I wasn't sure if it was maybe the one underneath that Ku saw, or
No,
No,
is that our
it's
quartermaster?
it's the man with the sort of lectern with all the different pieces of paper.
I'll walk over. Like, toss. Excuse me, could you enlighten me on what is happening right now?
Well, the ship doesn't have the proper paperwork, so we are, for the time being, confiscating the items.
And how long is that time being?
Well, until we sort out this administrative error.
How long until you sort it out?
As long as it takes, miss. I'm sorry, you the captain?
No.
Right.
So, what happens to the supplies?
Well, they'll be placed in hold, and I suppose if nothing comes from it, then they'll be sold off, and the money used to repurpose for the town.
And if the paperwork's in order,
Well,
they'll
then the
be
ship can continue on its way.
perfect with the cargo, I assume.
Of course, yes. We're not thieves,
course.
miss.
I wasn't suggesting that. So who could we speak to speed this process up? Would that be you?
No, I am but a humble scribe. No, you'd have to go to the registry office and file the paperwork.
But your
there.
work is so important.
Yes. I suppose it is. And he sort of like puffs out his chest a little bit.
Ku is just shaking his head like, God, Larea, aim higher. Not middle management.
He definitely doesn't know where it is.
Sorry, who did you say I could talk to?
He indicated that you'd have to go back to the registry office with the right paperwork.
Right.
You know, that woman you made great friends with.
Oh my god. I'm just thinking of what to say here. I have to cook because I've been awful. I'll just lean in a little closer, lower my tone a little bit. Could I maybe ask you a favor? Because we are gonna go through the proper channels, obviously, because that is the right way to do this. Do you think maybe you could delay this hold just a little longer, because we'll have it all sorted and that will save you all the paperwork, that will save us extra paperwork, and we can sort it out with your boss, if you would so please.
Make me a persuasion roll.
30-20, fucking finally.
Whoa, let's go. You see, he sort of like a small red bloom begins to pour over his complexion, and it's like, well, although I do enjoy some paperwork, I have to say my hand does cramp up a little bit, so I suppose we could say there was an incident of some kind.
I'll just put my hand on his arm, like, oh, you are a lifesaver. Thank you so much. We'll get it all sorted, and thank you for your work. It's very important. Keeps it all together, you know?
Thank you for noticing. And then
I leave halfway through a sentence. I was like, okay, I was able to stall it a little bit. If we want to talk to the person, it's that bitch in the office. There's also a lighthouse we can go. There's I mean, there was something about a tower. Oh no, I don't know that. I don't know the tower, do I? And that's
no.
only cool.
Not,
Only cool.
yeah, not yet, because we have not been alone that I could share that.
There was also something about a lighthouse, and I've been able to buy a little bit of time, but that's probably all I can do with this guy.
We need the captain. Sarah, where the hell is the captain?
She like looks around. I don't know. And then like leans over to another crewmate. It's like, have you seen the captain? And they begin like talking amongst themselves. Yeah, I don't know. He said he was going fishing, and then We just kind of left him to it.
How long ago was that?
A couple of hours.
Any
To the
idea
extent
where
I would
he's going?
know, yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, to the extent I would know, where would a man go fishing in this town?
There are a lot of places. You could fish off the back of the ship if you wanted to. You would guess that maybe the incoming and outgoing ships and all of the like hustle and bustle of life might put some of the marine life off a little bit. So you would guess maybe further around the coast or on like a beach, maybe somewhere nearby. You could fish off the harbor, but the fish you would get wouldn't be very good. You don't think?
How far away is where they were supposed to meet the fence yesterday?
Not that far. It's about. I was trying to think of distance, but I'm very bad at that. It's not that far. It was somewhere pretty close by. They were gonna leave some items sort of on the lower portion of the docks. There's a set of doors and different accesses to sort of the lower warehouse area.
Yeah, I ain't got much.
All right.
I lean over, making sure we're out of earshot of all the other people. I go, did you guys see when I bit the inspector dude?
You bit the inspector?
I was a spider.
Oh, can I go bite him too?
No,
No.
you can't turn into a spider.
I never said I was going to turn into a spider, but
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem, Geo.
I can bite people sneakily. When you bite people, they tend to get eaten and
They
or die.
tend to realize it. Yeah.
damn.
I'll ask Sarah straight up. Do you know where he could be fishing? Because we didn't ask her. It's probably not the first time when they're in this port either.
Well, she sort of like leans in, like, fishing's more of a code. He tends to enjoy the company of those who aren't at sea for long periods of time.
What an odd way to call a brothel.
Yes, it's just his tastes are a little unorthodox.
Is he into turtles and or hippos?
You should ask him. I have no idea. Probably.
Well, I sincerely doubt it's going to shock me. Where can we find it?
It's further down, past the market district. It's quite a tall-looking back end of a brig ship. Sort of like massive bay windows.
Okay. Sure. We'll go ahead and find him. Sooner we can get this wrapped up, better. And I'll go over and I'll to the crew and he's at a weird brothel, apparently. It's really embarrassing. I guess. We gotta pick him up.
Yeah, lead the way.
I'll lead the way to the instructions of Sarah. So what eldritch beings is he fucking?
Yeah, you make your way over to the brothel, which once again is that massive sort of open windowed back end of a ship with sort of long draping red curtains. As you approach, you can see sort of a pair are standing by the door. There's a very tall, orcish-looking creature, and then a very small goblin, you would guess. They're both standing there with their arms crossed.
Good day. My
Good day.
enter.
Hi, miss. Are we looking to peruse some goods?
I am.
Oh, well, I don't particularly partake, but I'm sure you can find what you need inside. Are your friends joining you? That's quite a interesting pairing.
We're a polyglot.
Oh, very nice. And you see, like, opens one of the doors.
Polycule. I don't know why I said polyglot. That's the wrong word. That's the wrong word. It's poly, but
Or something. I mean,
Or
yeah,
something.
we cover
It's actually
enough
funnier if
languages.
she says polyglot. She just
Yeah.
uses straight up the wrong term.
I would say from that interact, you sort of get the gist that he is very, like, stereotypically dumb. And just he was just like, yeah, I love it. I just opened the door for you to go in.
Polyglot is a language thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I mean,
I think
It sort of
think
works. I
technically
guess.
we are.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
we
a
Technically, we
polyglot.
are all
multiple
We are a
languages.
polyglot. Yeah.
I speak 4 different languages.
Gotta love
I think like
being a
5
foreigner.
for some reason.
Contrary
we also-
to
Yeah, I also speak 5.
contrary
We also don't
to
speak the same languages.
marine life of Port Caldrin, the perfumed anchor is the inverse. It's warm, velvet covered. You can see the lower sunken doorway, and like the windows are frosted glass. And as you walk in, that incense just drifts. It's a lot of like sea smells, a lot, and like maybe a hint of jasmine. Quiet, warmly lit. As you walk in, there's cascading like lanterns from the ceiling, each filled with a different fragrant oil, you would guess. It doesn't combat each other, they all seem to work together. Soft, finger-plucked lute, and there's the gentle hush of chimes, and you can hear occasional murmured laugh and then a soft giggle. And you watch as 2 patrons enter into a long chamber with plush sofas in deep green and red. What would you like to do?
I want to see the menu. Who's
Nope.
out there?
You watch as a silver-haired, scored through like a dark obsidian black. She's elven, and as she sort of swans in down the stairs to greet you, you get the sense that maybe this is the madam of the establishment. Sort of makes her way over, looks across all of you, sort of fixes on Geo a moment, and is a little bit both confused and then a little intrigued, and then looks back at you, Lorena.
Good day, madam. I would like to peruse your well, I usually call them girls, but I suppose you don't only have girls.
Of course. And as she sort of like bows her head, you hear the voice inside your mind. It's a little bit familiar to Ku, but this one has like a feeling accompanied with it. It's all warm and makes you feel almost gooey on the inside. What sort of thing are you interested in?
Well, I don't know. I've kind of been trying to experiment. Usually it's just the same old. What do you offer? I was told you have a very fine selection. They
Well,
don't need to be available right now. I can come back later if they
we
are
offer
really interesting.
experiences. My acolytes choose which experience they specialize in, and should a wanting patron like to divulge in that experience, then... Sorry, I just read the Discord. Then they are able to choose from our menu, as you might say.
Okay.
And she reaches beneath like a small cupboard that's nearby and withdraws like a slender, almost black leather-bound book with a beautiful pink ribbon dangling from it, and sort of opens it for you to read. Yeah, as you're looking through, you can see that each of them have like each entry is like a title and a very short poetic description of an experience that you might want to have. So roll me a d8.
5.
Yes, one's called The Golden Hour. A celebration of the senses, a curated moment of beauty shared.
You're gonna get peed on.
That's why I did the
Do you want to keep reading for another one, or
Yeah, I want to find the oddest.
the oddest one?
Yeah.
I suppose that'd be
Lorraine out
very.
here kink shaming.
I suppose that'd be very. Yeah, that'd be very subjective on what Lorea considers odd.
I would like to find the one that Sarah would consider odd, because she said he had odd tastes.
Which one of these sounds the most like the captain?
Yeah. What is this pervert
Also-
up to?
I
Does
think
Lorraine
I
speak
think the one that would
primordial?
stand out to Lorea is something called the Mask of Mirrors, and it says, "See yourself reflected, refracted, and reimagined."
Got it. I'll head to the madam and I'm very interested in this experience. Is it available right now?
I could ask around if an acolyte is willing to delve into that specific area, but our main girl is currently occupied.
Okay. Well, I suppose another one will do then. I'm a little bit nervous because this is a new experience for me, I will say. Could you maybe show me around a little bit so I feel a little bit more comfortable? Is that alright?
Of course.
Oh, you're a doll. Thank you.
Yeah. She just sort of offers towards a row of plush cushions and explore at your whim, although I wouldn't advise going in the private rooms. People like their privacy.
Of course.
So I'm gonna sneak off and go into the private rooms.
Make me a stealth check.
I was trying to get you guys to find the captain.
Make me a stealth check.
Meanwhile, Coop, Luigi, and Gio are just speaking in primordial to each other because we're like, well, we are polyglots.
That is a casual 30.
Oh my God. Yeah, describe to me how Ku is able to sort of blend in this environment.
So I mean, it's a lot. The elvish cape thing I have that I can just blend into the environment. That's doing a lot of work. Where I am very much looking like someone who just does not want to be seen. You know, head down, hood up, and almost blending in. A wallflower in the sense of blending into the wallpaper.
Cool. Yeah, we will watch as one of the candles, the incense sort of twirling upwards. It casts this soft shadow against one of the very ornate-looking plush curtains as Ku sort of steps back, and it just sort of fades into the shadows. Whilst he's off looking, if you can make an investigation check, I'd say if you want to spend more time, because no one can see you, you can be a little bit more careful with it, so you will have advantage as you can just roam around as at your pleasure, essentially. What are the other three of you up to? Sort of in this, it's not really a greeting room. She sort of ushered you into another a room that's just a lot of plush cushions, and you see a couple of people talking in like low voices, but aside from that, you are essentially alone, save for some of the staff.
Like every strip club in media, is there a buffet of food?
There is not, but you notice that there is a sort of chain-veiled person. You wouldn't be able to tell what gender they're in, as they're wearing like beautifully long sheer material that's layered upon it to the point where you can't see their physique, and they're holding a set of trays with food on them.
They're no longer holding trays with food on them.
Yeah, I was about to say, Gio and Bellini ask to see a menu, and say, listen, we have a lot to think about and could use some snacks. And then I also pull out my deck of cards and be like, does anyone want to play some cards? A rousing game of Uno going, Bridget?
I sort of
I'm keeping the madam busy.
A sort of plump dwarven woman with a golden mask across her face. You can see the freckles, sort of red freckles at the bottom of where her nose is. She sort of like sidles up to Bellini and is like, I like playing cards.
Cool. So, are you familiar with a game I like to call Three Dragon Ante? Let me tell you.
And it sort of like delves into as you begin like handing out some of the cards, and she's just sitting there, sort of very blinkly looking at you. As that's happening, a androgynous half elf with sort of an indigo mask, and they've got dark teal hair that's been shaved on one side, sort of like sidles up behind Gio. And as you sort of look that way, and another very tall, white-haired female tiefling with pale lavender skin sort of like appears on the other side with like a white mask, and they're both like looking up at you. They don't really say anything. There's a very curious look in their eyes.
Also, before we go any further, I secure all of our bags of all of our like bags of coins and precious items, and anything that's like worth value is now safely in the bag of holding in my shell.
Except my hammer.
Yeah, no, I'm not touching the hammer. Yeah, no. Gio's not Gio. Bellini, dumb, not an idiot.
Not Gio level dumb.
Yeah, no. Listen, Bellini has a respectable 11 intelligence and 8 strength. Polito, yeah. Polito. That's our polyglot name. Come on, Polito.
And Lorea, how are you keeping the madam busy?
So I want to act like it's a little bit difficult to explain. It's a little layered. I want to act confident, but as if that confidence is a front. Like, oh, I know all about brothels and I've always been here, but I'm actually kind of nervous to get there. That's like the double fake of it. And I'm just asking her questions and sort of let slip those fake insecurities about, look, about how does this work? Because I've never done this. And I'm just inquiring. And I try and act genuinely interested to peruse, to get an experience. But I'm just acting like an insecure first-time customer.
Okay, make me a deception check, please. Because that is definitely not true.
13.
Okay.
I think you just called her a whore.
I said what I said. No, what I mean by that is Larea has a vast experience through her sisters of what brothels
Yes.
do and operate and how they work.
Lorraine absolutely knows how
Sure.
to
So
brothel.
she definitely, and she runs some now, so she definitely knows how this works. I'd say about halfway into your performance, a soft, like, couple of fingers, like, cup underneath your chin, she sort of lifts your eyes to meet her. She's a little bit taller. She's like, darling, if you want to talk to me, you could just ask. You don't need to put on a show.
Oh, I thought I hid that very well. I'm so sorry for all the theatricals. I assumed you would not be available, actually.
I'm always available to those who have coin.
Of course, yeah, that makes sense. You know what? Might I be so bold to ask that we, that I, with coin, of course. Yeah, yes, please.
And you just want to talk?
Well, see how it goes.
Okay. She sort of takes your hand, and you watch as the two of them disappear into a sort of a room towards the back with very like long purple curtains as she sort of washes you by. As you're being led, you get this strange like whiff from one of the incenses of like violet and rosemary that seems so familiar, and then it's gone as you're sort of dragged into the next room. Koo, meanwhile, what did you roll for your investigation?
Dirty 20.
Okay, of course. Let's see. I have to find my notes on the captain, because this is not where I expected this to go in the slightest.
What did you expect this to happen?
I
Fight
don't know. I
everyone?
don't know why I didn't think, oh yes, unorthodox sex taste. The party will be interested in that. Okay. What room would he be in? Yeah, okay. You're not present to anyone but the audience as you peel off of the lower floor and make your way upstairs. You watch as one of the staff members sort of glides past carrying towels, and their eyes are sweeping the corridor and just completely move over you as you sort of have your hood up, step to one side. You hear them murmur something to themselves about restocking the indigo rooms once they're free, and making your way towards there as the corridor dims to a deep blue. The air is thick with perfume, and ahead, room number 3 has the door slightly ajar, and as you approach, almost weightless, sort of move your head towards the thin gap where you can see inside. You can see that the captain, Captain Rhett Varlo, is sitting on a low-backed chair, His shirt's open, sleeves rolled up. And you see he's leaning forward with his elbows on his knees, just like one hand under his chin, and he's focused on something opposite him. Behind him, another staff member, an acolyte, in a deep, like royal purple mask, sort of moves around him with a dagger in their hand. And have it raised at his throat at the exact angle of someone about to kill someone that they know. And you hear a dialogue. Captain, you know how this ends? Choose a reason. Any reason. Give it voice. And as you're watching this happen, it looks like she's going to kill him.
What's the look on the captain's face? Is it he's gonna die or he's having a great time?
Make me a perception or insight check for me, please.
Is he at full mass?
Let's say 23.
It is like stone. It is just completely stoic. There is a void of emotion.
I'm gonna not kick the door open, but make my presence known with crossbows pointed at the woman with the knife.
Poor guy's just into knife play.
As the door sort of swings open, both heads flick towards you. You watch as the dagger is instantly dropped, and you sort of brandishing the two crossbows. There's a complete look of shock on Rhett's face as this whole thing happens, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa," and like goes to cover part of his crotch.
Captain, not to interrupt your fun, but we need to. There's an incident at the ship, and you are needed.
Really?
Do you think I come here? Do you think I hunted you down in a brothel, and come brandishing weapons for fun?
Oh, I mean, everything's into everyone. Yes, I'll come with you. And goes like stand up. Tosses a couple of coins towards the woman. And as the two of you are exiting, and he's like, she wasn't actually going to do it, you know. I was just.
I don't need to know more.
Oh, okay.
Ma'am, and I'll offer her. Did I get like an idea of how much it costs? I don't know, per hour, per whatever.
You saw the menu, which is. I didn't write any. Of course, I didn't write any prices.
I'm not googling brothel prices D&D.
You would guess that an experience is about 30 gold. It's quite expensive.
Oh, we're rich.
Sorry, quite expensive for a normal person.
Yeah, I'll toss her 30 gold and just take an hour or two off, but if anyone asks, the captain is still here.
She sort of bows her head to you.
And then I will spirit him downstairs and towards the parlor room to, get the others out.
Yeah, as the two of you enter into that room to see Giro being fawned over by two people and what appears to be a dwarven woman playing cards with Bellini. As the captain's sort of walking on by, every now and then he sort of like waves at one of the staff members and calls them out by name, or like, oh, it's nice to see you, and then like keeps going. If you can you make me an insight check?
Dirty 20.
Nice. You rolled a 19. There is something over the top about all of this. And like as you were watching that interaction, like it wasn't even like he was into what was happening. There was something off about all of it. The persona that he's giving right now of like this very like open, I come here all the time, is exactly that. He is putting on a mask for some reason that you're not quite sure. But yes, as the two of you enter into that room with the other two.
Yeah, not gonna kink judge whatever he's into.
Lorea, what?
Yes.
How? What are you doing, girl? What's happening with the lady?
Lorraine's just gonna have to come up with an excuse why she wants to be with the madam. So I think I'm gonna pretend that while I do want to book her, I'm not actually interested in sex, but I'm gonna be like emotionally vulnerable and I just need love. I think I'm gonna work that angle so I don't actually have to do anything with her, but do like book her time in a way. I think that's the safest bet as deception.
Okay, and what is the end goal for you?
I'm gonna try and hit like 15 to 20 minutes because I have no connection, of course, and I don't know what's going on. But I'm gonna bet that will be enough time to get the captain out, and then I'll be like, thank you, that was lovely. I have to go, bye. And pay her, of course. I'll pay her for her services. Just making an estimate of how long it will take the others to wrap everything up.
Sure. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Cool.
And your DC is 16.
Oh, I rolled a 15.
Plus.
No, that's it.
Oh.
It's +5. I rolled a 10 for a 15.
Don't you have a mind field control you bring charmy thing?
No longer.
Does that give you a bonus?
I replaced it for Siler's Ring because I was full up on what you call it, attunement slots.
Gotcha.
Okay. The experience you have with the madam, whose name is Madrona, is at first she just begins by like pouring out some tea, asks about nothing, just no invasive questions, and it's all about the body language. Like she's listening fully, she's turning her body towards you completely. It's all very supportive, and as like the longer it goes on and the more she talks to you, there's this like hypnotic, calm, melodic sense to her voice, and you can feel yourself almost like it's like with your heartbeat like falling further and further under whatever sort of influence this woman has. You feel something that I'm not sure if Lorraine has felt, or maybe she has, I don't know, as like a warm blooming inside of your chest, like behind your ribs, and like your breath catches, and every time she like places a hand over your hand or like touches the small of your elbow, it's all just like lightning. And it's just further and further. It almost feels like you're safe. And it's like a hug. It's enveloping every part of you. She's just... Eventually you find yourself lying in her lap. She's just slowly stroking your hair. Let yourself rest in this. Just like thumb strokes over the back of your hand. And you feel completely cherished.
Aww. She's good.
Make me an Arcana check. As you're
19.
experiencing all of this. Okay. So your DC was an 18. Because as you're like feeling yourself fall underneath this, you sort of look up and the madam's eyes are now like a bright violet. And her ears slightly longer. Her silver in her hair is completely gone and it's long and black and tumbling. And her skin almost glows, but like a moonlight. She is an Eladrin. She's an elf from the Feywild. As you're falling under this spell, that whiff of rosemary and violets, you look up, and in the ceiling there's a constellation that you have only ever seen once, as this sanctuary of twilight above you. And there's a soft purple white feather in her hair. And then you blink and she's sort of ushering you out of the room as your time is up. And you can remember parts of it, and it's all just a haze of just love and affection. Unconditional. She didn't want anything from you. And you notice that there's no coin missing from your purse. And then you're led back into the parlor, where the others are.
I'm gonna be like a little bit dazed and like, did it work? Yeah, I see. Oh yeah, okay. Hi, I'm back. Shall we go?
In Primordial to Geo and Ku, if they're around, I go, Shone, Jua, Bokanode. Which translates to, she just boned.
Oh, love that.
2 for 2.
I'll take Larea by the arm and guide her and the captain outside.
Yeah, as all of you sort of exit out of the brothel, the salt air just hits you as that like some cold breeze just moving on by immediately brings you out of whatever haze you might have been under. And you're back amongst this sort of port town with people moving about and like a bell tolling and some gulls in the air, and it's just like, whoa, like a completely different world.
I'll just turn to the others and like, don't ever let me go back there again, because I will lose all my gold, because that was the best thing I've ever felt.
I will tell Siler all about it.
He doesn't care.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do we
off to
want
the
to
ship.
break? Do we want to break here real quick so that people can grab drinks and
We can.
water?
if
I
you
know
want
we've been rotating through as need be, but I don't know if you need water or to use the bathroom either. Okay. I wanted to make sure you were also okay. Wow.
I'm fine at the moment, yeah.
Cool. Then we'll keep going.
Oh, I am just planning on beelining it back to the ship.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, very easy
yeah,
for
we
you to
gotta
do.
grab everyone, push them forward.
Yeah, very easy for you to do, and as you're all striding that way, the captain's coat just like fluttering in the wind again. He sort of has like a rise to his chin, and you guys walk back towards the ship. You watch Sarah, she's like, oh, there he is. And he's like waving to the crew, just so like shakes hands with one of them.
I lean over to Koo. I go,
Do you wash them?
what was it? Should we, is this man a freak? More so than us, but like in the not cool way.
What he was into wasn't that weird.
Oh, cool. Okay,
That's all I'll say.
cool.
Koo's seen some shit.
What?
Look, they had a golden hour experience. This cannot be the weirdest thing that happens at that fucking brothel.
Yeah. Knife play, tame. Cool. It's like, okay. Glad I don't need to think of this man any differently than I already do. Cool. That's all. No. I got nothing.
Yeah, you watch as the captain begins interacting with the official, and it's very much the same face that Sarah had. A lot of despair, annoyance, frustration, anger.
Cool. How many of these documents can you forge?
I mean, what can I do to help with paperwork here?
I mean, if you I would have to double check. Interesting.
How can we assist Koo in the bullshit? Do I need to turn into another spider and steal paperwork?
Just with your four legs and 4 running, like keeping up
Yeah.
paper.
I would say, without even needing to roll for it, technically this organization is not any form of government. But you would assume that if you could find out the if you could inform them of the reason why Harrow is not present and give evidence for it, then they could just move on to get someone else to approve the documents. But since they seem to have obscured who Harrow is and where he is, until you figure that out, there's no way for you to get the documents approved. Because in their eyes, he's not missing. He's just elsewhere. And I would say from that you can sort of get the gist that this has all been curated deliberately. Either that or you could just kill everyone, you know.
Yeah, we'll call that Plan B. We'll call that Plan B.
That's Plan K.
No, that's
kill.
Plan G. For G.
Oh yeah, that is Plan G for Geo.
I'll get the other 3 in like a smaller circle so we can talk amongst ourselves. I don't really care if the crew of our ship hears. I just don't want the officials overhearing.
Yeah, that's quite easy for you to do, I think.
Yeah, you know, if we have to go back to our bunks or something, that's fine.
Does our time in the brothel count as a short rest, by the way?
Sure, yeah, fuck it.
Cool. Wild trip charges, let's go.
I mean, Lorea's definitely rested after that.
Ayo.
Ayo.
Yo.
Too bad you can't lose stamina points.
Lose or gain?
Both.
And I'll, while we're talking quietly away from others, I'll be honest, I thought we needed the captain. It seems we need Harrow himself, so I think we're going to have to go to the lighthouse, which I did see in town some writing to beware of the tower. I would guess those are the same. I haven't seen a giant tower in town that we just have been ignoring, right?
No, as you're sort of looking around, literally the only tower-looking thing is the lighthouse.
Yeah. Okay. I figured, but before we set off to another location that I thought we had to go to and we don't. So yeah, I think we need to go to the tower. That makes the most sense to me. I don't know about the rest of you.
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
Sorry.
works.
I was transferring a ring to Bellini. But yes.
Yeah. I got my ring back.
Okay. As you guys make your way up through the town, and as it begins, the buildings begin to fall off in the sense that you can see that the ships are now being built into the cliff. And the further up you get, the harder it would have seemed to sort of build those houses, so it begins to sparse out. It's a very established route. It's narrow and a little weather worn, but you can make it quite easily. Some uneven stone steps and some wooden walkways as you guys make your way up that way. Who is leading the group?
Loraya?
Okay. Can you make me a survival check, please?
Oh,
I'm behind her.
I'm behind Bellini.
Can I give her advantage? I'm proficient. Can I help her?
Yeah.
19. The first one was very high as well, but this one's just a little bit higher.
Sure. All along the wooden railings and the steps, there's this very fine pale grey stone dust. And there's footprints in the dust where one stride is longer than the other. And then there's a faint smear of dried tar across portions of the handrail. One portion of the steps looks faintly discolored, and it almost feels warm. And then, as you keep going, Ku, you spot a symbol, or a couple of symbols carved into one of the posts of the handrail that says "No turning, heat below."
I'll point that out.
Who is at the back?
I think I got nominated to be taking up the rear.
Nice. Can you make a perception check, please?
It's a nat 20.
Nice. As you sort of check back, you notice a sort of the swish of a grey coat as a person steps in behind an alleyway, and then a small head pokes out as they watch you move up out of the town.
Is it the same gray coat person from the docks that we saw, or that I saw?
It's not the same person, but it is the same uniform. Yeah.
Okay, I'll quietly say that to Geo to pass up the line.
Geo only half halfway listening to Bellini is like, gray person follow.
You just see F poke up out of my shell and kind of lean back. Makes eye contact. Makes eye contact with Ku, and then gives the like thumbs up, thumbs down hand motion. Um,
I have no idea what F wants, so I just motion with my head where I saw him. I have, and that is both Ku and Vaughn the player. I don't know what that means.
F is just like just kind of leans and points back that way, and I go, okay, so spooky dude, gotcha. I tell Loraya we're being followed. Just a heads up.
Okay. Do we want to deal with him now? Or maybe might be good to get him out of the way quick. Do we want to
I let Geo pass me, and I go to Ku and I go, Ku, are we killing this man now or are we killing him later?
He is an official. I don't think we're gonna want to kill him unless he attacks us.
Gotcha. Okay. I go back to Lorraine. I go, he's an official. We're gonna wait and see what happens. Make him strike first.
Sir, noted. Continue on.
Okay. As you reach sort of the top portion of the cliff, there's a crooked stone and wood building, and there's a bunch of tools that are resting sort of haphazardly on tables. There's chisels and saws and different pots. Portion of the trail of stone dust leads right into the door, and the door is slightly open. But that's about all you can see at the moment.
Maybe take a quick look around to see if there's anything like traps or something before proceeding, maybe.
Sure. Make me a perception check.
Oh, 16? Not the worst.
Yeah, you can't see any traps that you can think of. You can see the path continues on up until the lighthouse. It's really up to you whether or not you want to check inside this shack or just keep going.
Check inside. Yeah. What do we see?
Yeah, as you like open the door, it sort of creaks open. You hear a little bit of muttering from the back, and you can see like stone blocks and what looks like it looks a lot like masonry. A lot of stone. Some have been formed into these blocks. Some hasn't been formed into anything yet. Some parts are bolted with metal, and it looks like attempts at reinforcing some sort of structure. And then as a mid-40s human man sort of steps from the other door in the room, sort of like looks at all of you as he's cleaning off some parts of his hands. Can I help any of you?
Does he like look sketchy or anything? Like,
Make me an insight check.
15.
He looks, although he's quite although he's quite large, he doesn't look like a threat, and he looks slightly afraid of all of you.
Oh, sorry. We probably wandered in here by by accident. The door was open. Who are you exactly? What is this building?
My name is Hesarik. I'm the stonemason. Please come in. And he sort of like indicates to some like rickety, old-looking stools. Do you want to sit or?
Oh, thank you. We'll just stand. We'll probably be on our way quickly. What are you doing renovations on the lighthouse?
Oh yes, I was paid to reinforce the foundations.
That's very interesting. How long does it take to like reinforce something like that?
Well, it's an old structure, so it's been a little difficult, and we found some. And you see, like, pauses a moment, and it just requires a lot more work than we thought originally.
What?
Well, you see, like, looks around a moment, like, tries to swallow all the saliva in his mouth. There was just something I wasn't expecting to find. That's all. It's a much bigger structure than I originally encountered.
Oh, so there's like some sort of animal living in there or something, right? That's what you mean.
Good heavens, no. I'm sorry. I really can't sort of discuss an ongoing project. And as he's talking, Ku, once again, you sort of like peer past him, and sitting on a shelf, is a little bit smaller than the last one you saw, is a small little stone monkey with like glowing emerald eyes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to, but I didn't realize that masonry work could be so secretive. I do apologize for being nosy. I was just very curious.
Are you new to town?
Oh yes, we're just passing through.
Oh, right. So you wouldn't need any work doing.
No, but I'll definitely keep you in mind should we do.
Have you ever seen the view from the top portion of the cliff?
No, could you show us?
I could definitely show you, yes, absolutely. And he sort of like barges past all of you and like out the door. And as you're making your way further up the path towards the lighthouse, he sort of peels off a little bit towards a top portion of the cliff, and that does look over Port Caldrin and this beautiful glittering ocean. He's like, you weren't followed, were you?
Nothing that we have to be worried about, at least.
That's good. That's good. There is a basement in the lighthouse that we weren't expecting to find, and I've been told not to discuss it, but frankly, I thought this job was legitimate until about 3 nights ago. This man came to the Shrek, and he was carrying this small wrapped item, and he begged me to hide it, and the next day everyone kept asking where he had gone, and these 2 officials came in, you know the ones with the coats, and they said that if I told anyone anything, that I would disappear too. So this job is not legitimate, and I don't know what else to do. And since you're from out of town, maybe your big friend, he sort of like points at Geo, he could do something.
I'm very glad that we came across you, because that is exactly what we're trying to do. Did they confiscate it, whatever he asked you to hide?
No, they didn't find it.
Ah, clever man.
Thank you.
Well, I realise this might be a risk, but where did you hide it?
And he sort of like peels back a portion of his sleeve, and you can see that in like a portion of his arm, it looks to be like a large chunk was taken out of it, and there's some wooden and metal, almost scaffolding almost, and then there's a stone piece that has finished off the portion of where his tricep would be. And he sort of like smiles at you as he picks out a piece of the stone, and on the inside is a small, long fragment of mirrored glass. And he's like, hands it over to you and puts the piece of stone back.
Oh, you have no idea how lucky you are. Thank you. We're going to sort this out. We're going to make sure that, you've done a good thing here.
Is there a second entrance to the basement, or is it only through the area with that statue?
No, there is another entrance. I didn't really tell anyone because I figured that, well, it was something illegal, whatever they're doing down there. And that's why it took me so long, was I wasn't expecting there to be a further entrance to reinforce.
Okay. Can you point us in the direction of it?
Ah, yes. And he like points off, and you can see the top of the cliff. There's all these like spiked, thorned bushes. Not too painful. They're just the only things that would survive the coastal winds up here. And a portion of it is like overgrown, and as he like bends some part of it back with these like rough hewn hands, you can see the path like delves down a little bit, and you can see one edge is like a falling off of the cliff, and the other side just keeps curling round with it. As you can see the base of the lighthouse in view.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Morrow to keep this Mason man in his sights, and if the Grey Man approaches, to try and peck his eyes out.
Interesting. Okay.
But also be careful, Moro. Don't die.
Yeah, don't die. I just need him to protect this beautiful, innocent man who gave us all the info for free, without any rolls.
But there's a reason. Yeah. Anything
And
else?
he's seen Hera, right? This dude?
He saw a man, is
Like-
what he said, yeah.
Okay. Can I ask him, do you know Harrow?
I was not aware that that was his name until the officials started asking me about it. But yeah, that was the man who gave me that, and so points at the fragment.
And do you know where he is? Or might be?
Well, I sent him this way as well, to hide.
Oh, cool. Okay, great.
I should warn you, I haven't been in there myself, but they've locked some portions off after I finished the work, but there's been a lot of tremors of late in the ground. I'm not sure what is down there. I don't even know if he's still alive. I just figured it'd be the only place that they wouldn't look.
Okay.
All right. We'll be careful. Thank you again.
What? You see, like cocks his head almost. What ship did you come in on?
Best you don't know too much.
Oh, okay.
Plausible deniability.
Are you trying to leave?
No, God, no. I just, her ship is due in, and I hoped it was the right one. That's all.
No, sorry. You
We
didn't
don't
see
even
us.
know if it would be us.
Okay. And he sort of like turns on his heels, makes his way back to the shack.
Spooky basement.
Spooky basement.
Spooky basement.
Woo!
Basement.
We love a spooky basement. That's what we're all about.
He...
Yeah, as you follow that path that climbs down a little bit with the sea open wide beneath you, you come upon essentially this what looks like a steel and wood door at the base of this path. Looking up, you can see it does sort of form portion of the base of the lighthouse, but it is definitely locked as you walk up and try the handle.
I'll look to Geo
Oh,
and then.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, I have a solution for that. 24 to unlock it.
Yes, I don't even know why I asked. As Q sort of swans up, sort of stretches out a bit, and you just hear a
It's
soft
like what?
click. And
It's like while you're playing Baldur's Gate, and you get to a certain point where it's like, I can only not lockpick this if I roll a 1.
Nope.
Or if you have Gale, and then you can just unlock stuff whenever you feel like it.
Boo. Boring option.
As long as you have a spell slot.
Yeah, I was gonna say that takes spell slots. Astarion just uses some of the. I think I have like 400.
And Astarion is
lockpicks.
hotter than Gale. Like, what are you doing swapping him out?
I mean, that is subjective, first of all.
Also,
I mean,
you
it's
could just
true.
have both.
It is true, but it
You could
is
have both.
subjective.
We
I
now
do
know
like that.
Lorea's party is her character, Shadowheart, Gale, and Astarion.
It absolutely is.
It is, isn't it?
I'll be
Yeah.
honest. Yes, it is.
At one point, mine was all the girls. And by all the girls, I mean Shadowheart, Minthara, and Karlak.
So the best characters
The best
other than Jaheira.
characters. Yes.
Yep.
Anyway.
And then our cursed honor code run.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the
Anyway.
cursed honor run. I think we ran like I must have got up to at least 30 runs at it. It was a ridiculous amount.
That was my intro to the game.
Yeah.
We're playing the game.
Anyway, continue its conversation.
Yeah, sorry. I should play Baldur's Gate.
I mean, it's a good game. Don't get me wrong. I love the conversation. Just found that very funny.
Okay, and we pick the door.
Yeah, so I'll carefully open the door.
Oh, I've lost my notes.
It's fine,
Sounds
we're
like
at a
improv.
loading screen.
Yeah. There's some buffering. There's a fun fact. Fun fact.
We all enjoy Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. Bellini's mom does enjoy Days of Our Lives, an American soap opera show that's been going on for 60 years now, something like that.
She would, yeah. She would like that.
Yeah, 60 years, because it premiered in 1965 and is still running. And actors like Jansen Ackles was on that show for a period of time. Or was he on Young and the Restless?
So I have to reload Obsidian. So wasn't that what Joey plays on in Friends?
Essentially, yes.
Yeah, he's in the knockoff version that they didn't have to pay for licensing for.
Nice.
Wasn't John Stamos on one of those? I can't remember
I
which
think
one.
so.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on the Young and the Restless. He was on General Hospital. But I felt like he was on something else.
I don't know any of these things.
Uh,
Oh, I know Friends.
early career.
Of course. That's about it.
Oh no, he's on
That's
General
the-
Hospital. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for the best. These aren't good shows.
No. The worst
Okay,
thing
we're
is
back.
if you're pregnant, if your character gets pregnant, you're pregnant canonically for like in real world time, something like 6 to 8 years. Because that's the
Jesus
pace
Christ.
at which the shows move.
So it's D&D pace.
Yeah.
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 The door.
The door, yes.
The door opens.
Yeah, the smell of hot stone and oil just hits all of you as this increase of temperature rapidly as the door opens. It looks to be some sort of maintenance tunnel as it slopes downwards beneath the lighthouse. Who is going first?
Go first.
Okay.
I can't.
The tunnel seems to be made of rough stone. It looks original to maybe the oldest parts of the lighthouse that you'd seen. There's reinforced beams and new stone slabs that haven't been hammered or placed recently. As different drips of condensation. There's a thin hum in the air, and there's a warm air that's rising from deeper within. There is a dim, faint red glow reflecting on some of the metal brackets, but it's not firelight because it doesn't flicker. It's like an ambient glow. Since you're going first, choose... No, actually, what would Geo be looking out for? What would be his first thing that he's sort of scanning for as you're leading the party?
Blood, weapons, or cursed objects.
Got it. Make me an investigation check.
Not another hammer.
17.
You can see the some of the new braces that have been installed are starting to bend slightly. There's a couple of smudges and footprints on the floor. There seems to be one set that looks very familiar to what you were following before, and then a set of boots next to it. There is like that hum in the air sort of speaks something to you inside, and you get the sense that there's something magical within this building. And you keep on going. You descend about 30 to 40 feet. And as you do, there's a tremor that shakes the entire tunnel, and dust seems to fall from the ceiling. Everybody make me a dex save.
Yeah, saw that coming.
Yeah, sure. Well, I failed. Surprise.
I rolled a 15.
Your DC is 12.
plus
I failed.
what?
I barely
that's-
made it.
Yeah, I rolled a 12.
Okay.
I don't know what Ku rolled. Hold on. For those at home. Oh, a 12.
Yeah.
I thought you were bragging.
No, I legitimately barely made it.
Nice. I got a 16. Everyone but Loraya makes it.
Of course.
One of the metal beams falls from the ceiling and just slams into the ground. Some of you saw it coming and you just like step back almost. Loraya, you're not hurt. You're just like hit with this rush of dust and air that like goes right up your nose, and you sort of jump back a little bit, startled, as this like cloud of dust fills the tunnel, and the rumbling stops, and you think it might be okay to proceed.
So I didn't get hurt at all? No. Nothing?
No, it didn't hit you.
Oh.
I'll
Okay.
keep walking.
As the tunnel levels out, ahead is a thick iron hatch that's a little half rusted and looks like it's been reinforced with some newer plates of metal. There are some deep dents sort of from the inside that have poked parts of the metal out a little bit, and that warmth is sort of radiating from within it. As you approach, you hear like a dull, rhythmic metal shift, almost like something is moving within a confined space. There's a scraping sound and then a faint, pained human sound. Like that, but better. Yeah.
Shit, I should look at my spells.
I'm gonna go investigate the human sound.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Okay. As
Same.
you approach up to the hatch, how are you going to open it, is my question.
First, I'm gonna see if it's unlocked.
Good question. It is not.
Next, I will turn behind me and be like, "Ku, can you open that?" And point.
That's only a 16.
Ooh. Your DC for your Thieves' Tool was 15. As you sort of look, there's 3 locking levers and a large wheel at the front, and you begin moving parts of one of the levers, and you hear a soft click as one of them opens. There's still 2 to go, though.
2 locks, or okay, I'll try it. Go for the next one. Oh, that's a nat 1.
Uh-oh.
You
Bound to happen
hear
eventually.
this. You hear this like clunk, and part of the lockpick just breaks off, and is now stuck inside the mechanism. As you're just looking at the pieces, and then look up at Geo and look back.
Is
I
it
will-
a padlock or is it like a lock on it in the
It's
door?
lock, in the door.
I will step back and motion to Geo's hammer.
Wait, can you try and pick the
Wait.
third one? That'll make it a little bit easier for me if that's.
I hold up the broken lockpicks. No.
What if I make you a lockpick?
You know what? Let's see.
I use prestidigitation to make a lockpick and hand them to Ku.
Sure, that will work. I hope it does.
It's small, so I can make small objects.
I love that face so much.
You create a non-magical trinket that can fit in your hand and lasts until the end of your next turn. Okay, make me your Thieves' Tool check with disadvantage, because you have 6 seconds to essentially try and open this lock.
Oh.
Yep, there it is again. That's another nat 1.
Yeah, as it just
Oh.
sort of like puffs out. You're like, ah. Didn't break the lock though, so
Can I reach into my bag and pull out a set of thieves tools, because our Bastion makes all of the adventuring tools, and I just hand him a set.
does it make adventuring tools?
I picked the workshop, I believe. Hold on.
It makes adventuring gear.
Bastion's Dungeon Master Guide.
Let me have a look.
I'm looking because I essentially made it where I tried to cover as much of the starting items as possible. Special facilities, workshop.
No, it's not. On
Oh, is it
Hmm.
not?
It's adventuring gear, and Thieves' Tools are not part of that.
I thought Tinker is made. Never mind.
Nope.
Okay. They make locks, not lockpicks. Okay, I misread that.
Locks and manacles, yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
You could put another
Uh,
lock on it if you wanted.
No.
It's not.
Oh no, Geo has to cast hammer.
I will say that you know that there was another set of footprints, and you can hear something inside. A hammer is going to be very loud. So that's if you want
Well,
to
we were
try
going
that.
to kill
you
someone
can.
anyway.
I'm in.
I just looked
Um,
at the party.
Hold on. I'm looking through my character sheet.
You could try and force the door which would be a strength check.
Ooh, can I heat metal the hinges on the door, and then we can just go in that way?
In theory.
Can I not melt the door open? Hold on,
You
let me
can
reheat
heat
metal.
the metal. And it's already pretty hot as well.
Oh. Never mind. Okay. Can Eth just teleport us through the door? Hold on. So you need
He
to
has to
see where he's
see
teleporting.
where he's going, I think.
God damn it! Can he look through the lockpick and the hole and teleport into the room?
Why don't we just let Geo body check the door?
It's loud.
They don't want me to be loud, and that's why I've just not said anything.
You can be loud if you
I mean,
want.
I
I
haven't
know.
said
I
don't
want
be
to be
loud.
loud.
Okay, go for
I
it.
have in fact, I have in
step-
fact encouraged you to
Yeah.
cast hammer twice.
Just
You
waiting
you
patiently.
you can cast hammer. I can also cast reduce. Just make the door tiny.
Wait, can you cast enlarge on the hammer?
Probably.
Let me look up spells.
Enlarge, reduce.
Yeah.
Creature or an object you can see
Yeah.
within range.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I have my answer. I'm gonna ask Polini to cast enlarge on the hammer,
Yeah, fuck it, we ball. Hammer
and
big.
I'm gonna be as loud as I possibly can to try and break through this. hatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make me an
Perfect.
athletics check. And I will say with advantage because of your giant hammer.
Oh, how? I rolled a
Oh.
4 and a 3.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, you watch as this hammer slams into the metal and it just dents inwards. You hear like a soft creaking sound. From beyond, you do hear like that scraping sound move towards, and it seems a little bit closer. But like the ringing through the tunnel of the metal on metal, and then sort of like quietens down, and there's just a massive dent in this hatch.
I try and eat the door.
No, just hit it again. You have a full minute of this.
That's true. Nat 1. First one.
Well, you have advantage. 'cause
And a
it's big.
6.
Oh my god.
It's 13 total. Just keep
And then
going.
a 14.
Hold on, I need to mark this down.
And then a 17.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, like one slam, second one, and then the third one, the door just caves inwards as the hatch sort of falls partly off the hinge, and you hear the creak as part of it is just forced through the stone. And the hole now created, you can see on further into a large, what looks like essentially a large underground chamber. It's about 40 foot wide, 50 feet deep. It's got reinforced stone walls. You can see some of the iron framework has been melted partly. It looks like it's just like dripping off onto the stone. And this wave of heat, gentle pulsing as it wafts across the floor. In the center of the floor is a massive cylindrical container that's been split open, and like this intense heat coming from the golden orange liquid that's spilling onto the floor is just wafting across all of you. What would you like to do?
How hot is that golden liquid?
Very hot. Even just standing, like I said, you're about 20 feet from the middle. So even just standing where you are, you can feel that immense heat just wafting across you.
Okay.
Anybody know any water magic?
Yeah.
Do you want to cast it on the liquid and see what happens?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast create destroy water.
Okay.
10 gallons of water.
Okay.
Or the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube, extinguishing exposed flame in the area.
Okay. And you're all in the
was-
room as this happens, right?
No.
Yeah.
I have everyone back out of the room, and I go, everyone come stand outside the door.
I don't
and I pull
listen.
everyone back. I was like, Geo,
Hey,
if
I
this
can-
explodes. Okay, fine. I cast Create Destroy Water, and it rains.
Okay. Geo, you take 13 points of fire damage as the steam from the water hits the air and sort of like wafts straight over his form. You can see like parts of his hair on his arms are instantly singed off, and like maybe like second-degree burns in small patches, and like on his face and his arms. Any portion of skin that was exposed as this massive waft of steam comes across. The liquid on the ground that's being pouring out of this cylindrical container is still exactly how it looked before, and then there is just like this massive, it looks a bit like a sauna as this steam cloud erupts into this room.
Oh.
And then begins to settle.
So that didn't work. Geo, how you feeling?
It feels like home.
Okay.
Yeah, I have nothing. I can't do anything because identifies touch, and I'm not touching that. And I don't have anything elemental. If you want to do it necrotic damage, I can help you out. I
If
don't
it's
think
not,
that's going to help.
yeah, if it's not shooting it or sneaking, I'm not really going to be helpful here.
If it's not smashable, I can't help either.
Trying to eat it, but
Don't do that. Can I look at this? Can I approach this container and look to see if there's any writing on it?
Good question. Make me a perception check as you get closer.
So that's 17 plus 6, 23.
I wouldn't say there's any writing, but you can definitely see sigils in parts of the metal. Obviously, part of the container has been broken as this liquid is spilled out. But they look somewhat arcane in nature, so you guess maybe they were helping contain whatever this stuff is.
Is there anything else in this room besides this container and pool of molten metal?
Not as far as you can see. There is like all around the room is circular, so all around the room there's like a couple of crates, some metallic containers. It doesn't look like there's any other doors as far as you can tell. And you're about 10 feet away from this liquid.
Do any of the other containers look like this container that is broken?
Not as far as you can tell.
Okay.
And
Guys, I don't know
can
what to do here.
you make me a Constitution save?
Yeah. (16 + 2, 18).
Okay.
And then I back away from the hot stuff. You would think,
like-
with being a wildfire druid,
Yeah,
you'd
that's
have
what I was
some
double
sort of
checking.
resistance
But you take
to-
14 halves, so 7 points of I don't know what kind of damage. Probably fire again. But you take
Fine.
7 points as that heat just begins to make you like sweat and you feel a little bit lightheaded.
Yeah.
Eth is fine. He's just sort of like
Yeah.
lounging.
So it was just the hatch. When and the tunnel came to an end, or did the tunnel keep going?
We can't hear you.
No, I can hear him.
I heard him.
Yeah.
This is the only. There were some stairs that went from where the tunnel was. There was a set of stairs that climbed upwards into the lighthouse, but this is the only other thing that you can see.
Okay, and the room just has these crates in it?
Mm-hmm.
Or not? Is there anything else, like a door?
Do you want to go have a look?
Yeah, I'll poke my head in.
Okay.
Have a quick look around.
Yeah, make me either a perception or investigation check, please.
That's better. That's a 27.
Love it. You can see, sort of, as you're like looking around, you can see on the other side of the room, behind a bunch of crates that seem to have toppled over, there is a foot sort of poking out that you can see. That clearly indicates there's a body over there.
Oh, okay. So there's a body by some of the crates, and then the super hot crates, and that seems to be all that's in the room.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be fine.
I will try to like grab the foot, and I'll enter the room, try to grab the foot and like pull it back so we can at least see who it is.
It is on the opposite side of the room, so you would have to enter in, make your way around, and go and have a look. That's
Bloom did
completely
say
up to you
F
if you
grabs the
want.
body.
I don't think he can.
Aww.
You can teleport with objects.
If he can hold them, yes. But I don't think he's strong enough to hold an entire body.
He teleports Bellini around all the time.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm Googling.
I can try something else though. What's the floor look like in this room?
Yeah, a wildfire spirit can teleport with an object as long as it's being carried or worn by the other creature it's being teleported with. So it would have to carry the body, essentially, if it was only him doing it. Or
or
take
one of
Bellini
us
with him.
runs in, then he teleports us out.
Yeah.
And Bellini had to make the Constitution saving throw being in the room, right?
Yes.
I'll run in. I'll see what happens to me in the heat.
Okay.
I was gonna suggest I use mold earth, but I don't know what the floor looks like.
It is constructed stone, so like more stone blocks essentially.
That wouldn't work.
I love how essentially, if I wanted to check if he could do it, because if he could do that, well, it would be epic. But then I was thinking, if I allow this, and then further down the line we have something more important, then it's just going to be teleporting everywhere. So, in theory, yes, Geo, if you run in, grab the body, he can teleport you out. If you run in with Eth. But if that's what you want to try, sure.
Yeah, I'll do it. It's gonna take a while for you to kill me anyways.
Rude. Okay, as you run in, make me that Constitution saving throw.
That is a 13, I fail.
Okay. You take 11 points of fire damage.
Okay.
You can move 30 feet, am I right? So that is one turn to get there. Are you dashing? Because you're about
Yes.
10 feet away from the body when you get there. So it's there. Cool. In classic fashion, as soon as Geo is about halfway across, about parallel with the container, part of the container begins to buckle and move as a piece of metal is forced upwards and out, and you watch as a clawed hand that is completely wreathed in flame sort of moves out from underneath this container. Two things happen. Geo is obviously hit with that wave of heat, but as you look round, you notice that the container itself that was leaking the liquid seems to have been the top portion of whatever containment unit is beneath this floor, as a fire elemental claws its way out of the floor in the stone. The stone in the floor. That's what I meant to say. Did Eth come with you?
Yeah, Eth is there. Eth is currently hovering over the body to essentially grab Geo and teleport him out.
Okay. You all
Yeah.
watch as the small elemental form hovering above the body turns blue and increases in about 50% of its size as Eth sort of grows in the presence of this fire elemental. The singeing flames from his body begin to reek charcoal up the side of the stone wall behind him, and the body below him begins to like singe off with a little bit of steam. Everybody roll initiative for me.
Hell yeah. My low rolling curse is still very much active.
There we go. Sorry, I did change my whatever the little icon is in Discord when you're in a voice call. It's now that this is Fine Dog. But F still teleports Geo out. That's the plan.
What is everyone's initiative?
30-20 for
30-20.
30-20.
Cool. Bellini?
10.
Okay. Nerea?
10. I have a +1 on initiative.
I also have a +1 on initiative. What's your dex?
+1.
No, a number.
13.
You go before me. I have a 12.
All right.
And Geo? That's so funny.
14.
I wrote everyone's character name apart from Rain, where I just wrote Rain. Don't know why I did that. Geo.
It just is Geo.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
What is the? What was your initiative? Sorry.
14.
14. So, as this column of flame twists into this humanoid shape, looking to where Eth is, who is now, grown in size and blue, as those flames begin to flicker across the stone floor. That is where we're going to end our session. and we will pick up next time with you guys in a little bit of combat, and we'll see what happens. But until then, this has been my Wyrdcast, and say goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me. Now back to darkness go I. Take with you my sanity, better madness than the pain of my want. All my effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. My eternal malady. Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good sanity, better madness than the pain of my want. All my effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. My eternal malady. Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me. Now back to darkness go I. Take with you my sanity, better madness than the pain of my want. All my effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. My eternal malady. Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy empty as I, now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me, now back to darkness go I. Take with you my sanity, better madness than the pain of my want. All my effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I, now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady, my eternal malady. Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I, now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me, now back to darkness go I. Take with you my sanity, better madness than the pain of my want. All my effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your